Shao Kahn is one of the most popular characters in Mortal Kombat history.
I am Shao Kahn!
I mean, he is the villain. And as the villain, you gotta look apart. And this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna take a look at his designs over the years and try to make a nice little tier list just for the fun of it, okay guys? Of course, this is gonna be my opinion, and your opinion is gonna be heard in the comments down below. So make sure to do that. And we're gonna start from the beginning. And that beginning was MK2. I mean, looking at it right now in 2024, you can say it's not overly designed. There are some weird choices, yes, but this is Shao Kahn. Like, if you play back in the day, you remember him. Like a big dude with a hammer, being an annoying asshole, right? Spamming his shoulder charge. So it makes sense for him to be in the Kahn tier list, right? The next one is from Deception. I know he appeared in also an MK3 trilogy, you know, but his design is the same. So we're only gonna count the designs that are, you know, different a bit in some way. So this is the Deception version. I just gotta say, he is imposing as hell. Very similar to his original version. However, he has a cape and he lost his knee protections. Is this better though? I'm an OG man and I cannot put him above the original version. Even though design-wise, this is better. However, my bias will end eventually and you're gonna see when. However, I'm still gonna put it in the Kahn tier, okay? But behind. This is also gonna be in order, okay? Usually I don't do alternates, I'm just gonna do originals, but this alternate is just so badass I had to include it, okay? This is from Deception as well. I just want to point out his mask, okay? Because for some reason in the latest games they cannot get it right. But yeah, this is very good, however it's not Kahn material, okay? He does look like a boss, okay? So I'm gonna put it in A, okay? The next one is from Shaolin Monks right here. I do believe the cape makes it more menacing, okay? He does resemble a bit of Dr. Doom, you know what I mean? However, the spikes are just a bit too much for me, okay? He's trying to be Wolverine at the same time, and I don't know, some kind of a rock star. I don't know. However, this will only be right here at B tier. Okay, next one we have MK versus DC. I'm still gonna count this one, okay? This is also a bit from his original one. He has a cape, he has a cool mask. I'm gonna put him in B as well. You need to get the bottom half right, okay? Stop it with the stripper. He's a Kahn, he needs to be, you know, looking respectfully, okay, and imposing at the same time. Even though he looks very similar to his MK Deception version, he has a bit of difference when it comes to his lower half, just a tiny one. Yeah, no pun intended. So I'm still gonna count it because I do look at the gloves and all the other small details when it comes to that. But it's B for me personally. Next, now we have the MK9 version, okay? This is incredible. I just gotta say, no matter how you look at it, this guy is an absolute unit. He did lost his cape, however, that doesn't make him less imposing. Like, just look at him. He has a bit of the original, right? They nail when it comes to the lower half. And when it comes to the mask, I do believe it's top notch. Imagine seeing him in real life dressed like this. Yes, you know what I mean? Could we make this better? Probably with a cape. But that's the thing. You cannot rely on a cape. You have to look good even without a cape. The cape is just a bonus. If you rely on a cape, then you're not Kahn. So for me personally, is beyond anyone else. This is the Kahn. This is Shao Kahn. When I think of Shao Kahn, I think of him. This is the MK11 version. As a DLC, it doesn't really matter. He is in the game, he is playable. I'm gonna start off with the most important thing, which is the mask. It's stupid. It's way too overly designed, okay? Too big. I know you can change and mix around in MK11. Like, the thing with MK11 is that because you have so many customization options and, you know, different masks and all that, it makes it a lot way confusing. He has no soul. That's why I'm only counting the default version, okay? The default version should be the version, okay? The other ones just make it your own. But when I think of Shao Kahn and MK11, I just think of a lot of different versions. Like, there's no like one, right? And definitely this one doesn't cut it for me. I don't like that he's half dragon, but I do like that he has the hammer. Look at this. I'm still gonna count it, okay? It is design overall, okay? And we're gonna compare this, trust me, with his MK1 version, because he has a version with no mask, you know, like wherever, even in the story. Like, they butchered him. Yes, with a mask it looks more imposing, but you cannot rely on the mask only. Just like you cannot rely on a cape, you cannot rely only on the mask. So before we're giving a final rating, let's take a look also of these outros. People are complaining that in MK1, we don't have outros, like different outros. Like, you gotta keep in mind, we have cameos. Like, making 4 different outros with every character, with every different cameos. It's just insane, guys. Come on, like, don't be... Okay, that is just definitely too much to ask. Let's be honest. As a single character, yeah, it's much easier. But imagine doing with every single one. It's just not doable. But looking at him right now, he does look imposing. Of course, shout out to Shar for providing us with this showcase. But going back to our original pool, where the MK11 version comes. In my opinion, he comes right here in C. The worst version of Shao Kahn, in my opinion. And of course, the no mask version is definitely going in the dumpster. This version with no mask should never see the light of day. Last but not least, we have the MK1 version, which is an incredible design. This version right here, not only gameplay wise, make him right now one of the most popular characters, if not the most popular character in MK1. Everybody loves General Shao in this game, but everybody can agree upon one thing, which is he doesn't have his hammer. I don't care that it doesn't make any sense of me tossing him in the hammer and being stuck there, you know, just like a axe. I don't care about that, you know, physics. I don't need to be realistic. I just want my hammer. Make it a nice little spike somewhere. I don't know. So it makes sense for his moves. But other than that, just we want a hammer. That's the only thing he missed. He is a bit toned down. He's still a dragon or whatever he is. But this is how you do it. The mask is incredible. Okay, I would love to see his, you know, different version of his, but we're talking about the default version and they nailed it. Not a big fan of his big horns like Mortaro. I don't know what's up with that, but it looks good with a mask on. But let's take a look how he looks without a mask. So this is him without a mask. He definitely looks stupid. I don't know what I'm looking at, but still, when you compare it to this abomination, I mean, I cannot take that guy serious. I mean, I cannot take either of them seriously, okay, when they look like this. But however, because of the horns, he looks more intimidating. That being said, I still do not like his maskless version. His maskless version is still going in the dumpster, okay? His default version outfit, even though he's not a Khan in the game, he's a general. For me personally, is definitely a Khan. One of my favorite designs of him. I know we're not talking about the gameplay, but when it comes to the gameplay, he's definitely number 1. Without even a question. Extremely cool. He has some nice little alternates that I'm not really gonna go into them. We all know they are there. They're extremely cool. We do hate the fact that he doesn't have a mask version on those alternates, but when it comes to the rest of his outfit, he's like top notch. And this is just for bonus, just to have a nice little comparison. These are his latest versions, okay? Basically MK9, MK11, and MK1. You tell me which one is more badass. Of course, ignore the resolution and, you know, the quality of the pictures is not that easy to find. But when I look at the MK11 version, like in the middle, he looks like, you know, a henchman, like the ultimate henchman, something like Goro. Like, he doesn't look like the boss. And I cannot get over his stupid mask. He looks more as a samurai than, you know, a Khan. But MK9 is definitely looking like a badass boss that he has confidence. He doesn't need armor, okay, because he has that confidence. I totally agree with his lower half as well. And when it comes to the MK1 version, I do like his pants. Like, they nailed it. They definitely went for a more realistic version of him, and they nailed it. Yeah, this is my final placement when it comes to the designs of General Shao Kahn. But of course, let me know your placements in the comments down below, and appreciate your time as always, guys. This is obviously for fun as a fan of Shao Kahn, General Shao. That's all for me. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.